regarding its large silt sands projects. Also, key here is Silt Strike, as well as what I'm really excited about, and that is Carangas.
Yeah. Hi. Thank you, Chris. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zhang. I'm the Vice President of Exploration for New Basic Metals. I got 30 years of mineral exploration in the industry, mostly with precious metal and base metals, especially in most the recent 6 years in Bolivia, helping the company set up a portfolio of 3 projects. So today I'm going to present a summary report of those 3 projects in Bolivia. So right now we got a pipeline of 3 projects. The first one is silver sand. Right now is at a stage of pre-development stage. This project we acquired in 2017, and we spent lots of time to do the resource drilling 2018 and 19. And we got our initial resource estimate done in early 2020, about 150 million ounce, about 133 or 37 gram per ton silver, plus 35 million ounces with grade 112. And this year we got another 20,000 meter down, mostly infill and step-out drilling. So we're going to have a resource update very soon, which will be part of the PEA study due to the end of this year. Our second project at Carangas is a brand new discovery of gold silver system we made right last year. Last year we did 13,000 meters in 35 holes. We identified a broad silver mineralization right near surface, about 700 meters wide, 1,000 meters long, about 50 to 150 meters thick. But very interesting and surprisingly present is right beneath this silver zone near surface is a broad gold system. That really a surprise to us. So based on that, so we have a very aggressive drilling program this year, basically resource drilling, 40,000 meters. And to date, we already completed 30,000 meters. So in the remaining months, we're going to complete the remaining 10,000 meters. The third project, Silver Strike, is also a gold-silver system. We acquired this project end of 2019. This year in August, we started an exploration drilling program with 1 rig running. On Monday last week, we released the drill results of the first hole. So we got a pipeline projects. One is a pre-development. The second one is a resource drilling. The third one is in exploration drilling stage. So these are the 3 projects. Silver sand is in eastern Cordillera of Bolivia, in the famous silver tin belt, right close to the famous Cerro Rico silver mine. The other 2 projects, Silver Strike and Carangas, are on the western border of Bolivia with Peru and Chile. So Silver Strike and Carangas basically, in terms of geology, are a little bit different from silver sand because it is in South American epithermal precious metal and also porphyry copper gold system. Traditionally, Bolivia is a mining country. Even in recent time, even currently, mining industry still plays a major role in economics. New Pacific, I think because we got our first project in 2017. Actually, my first trip to Bolivia is in end of 2016. So we got 3 projects right now. Many companies want to copy our story. So we are in a very good position, first mover advantage. And that's why we got a silver sand, Carangas, and Silver Strike. We are actually still trying to get more valuable targets and projects in the country. So this is silver sand. We got actually totally the land package about 6 square kilometers, which we have 100% interest, fully controlled by us. Silver sand is in the south block. Another block is we call the north block. Currently, we already started exploration drilling with one rig running there. For silver sand, in the core area in the South Block, we already got the mining permit. In Bolivia, it's not called a mining permit, it's called an administrative mining contract. Right now, we are on the second stage of permitting, which is environmental permit. We aiming to complete this environmental permit by the next year. So the long-term plan is next year we get the mining permit done, or no, environmental permit done, then we can start the development the year further after next. So 2014 development, maybe 1 year and a half. So until the end of 2025, we should be able to start initial production of silver sand. This is the core area. So from the end of 2017 until this year, we completed 500 holes in the core area, total about 130,000 meters drilling. It's a small area, the drill density is very high, so that's why this year, especially this year, we completed another 20,000 meters. So the MRE update will be completed by the end of this month, and it will be incorporated in the PA study and to the end of this year. There's a central section of the deposit. So most mineralization is within 200 meters from the surface, hosted in altered sandstone. Obviously, amenable for open pit mining. This is a tabulation of the first resource estimate done early 2020, but 35 million ton, about 137 gram per ton silver, plus almost 10 million ton inferred category, 112. So many people ask us if there any substantial increase of resource after this update. The answer is there is some increase, but not twice or triple within the non-mineralization, just improve the confidence in the continuity. But we are going to use a lower cutoff because the first resource estimate is based on an assumption of a metal price, silver, about $18. And this year, we have based on the long-term forecast of silver price from 8 Canadian firms. The average will be $21.5 per ounce for silver. So we're going to use this metal price. So we are going to have a lower cutoff. So the total ounces number will be increased something. And also the average grade will be maybe a few grams lower. But it's not, in terms of resource ounces, not going to be the case or twice or double or triple. So it's just let everybody know. In terms of metallurgy for silver sand, so there are two options. So because the bottle roll leaching give us an average recovery 90, 91, 94% from the oxides and also the transitional stuff. So tank leach is a good option. Another option is heap leach based on the column leach results, which give us 80% recovery. So many people think maybe we may go to this direction. And in the upcoming PA study, we're going to have a very good trade-off study to see which way is the best in terms of economics of the project. So as I said before, our long-term goal is to get this project into production by the end of the year 2025, which is in line with Bolivian government 5-year economic development plan. Actually, from that plan, the government wants to get 5 new projects into production. If you look around in Bolivia, it's very hard to find any new project that could be in production very soon. And actually, silver sand is one of them. So we're pretty confident this project will be part of the 5 projects in Bolivia to be in production year 2025. In addition to the core area already drilled with non-resources. So this year already started exploration drilling in North Block, where the mineralization is quite similar to silver sand itself, plus some silver team mineralization hosted in the intrusive. So in upcoming months, we're going to release our initial drill results from the exploration drilling program. So we're going to get a silver-dominated operation here. Maybe in the future, we're going to get some tin there too. It's very hard to say right now. I have to wait for the assay results. Karangas is a brand new discovery we made last year. And the first trip I made to Bolivia is in the end of 2016. So that date, I still remember the first time I went to Karangas, December 1st, 2016. I was very impressed by the surface exploration of mineralization. Everywhere is full of mining dumps left by the Spanish mining period, dated back to 16th century. We started the acquisition process after that until the end of 2016. We submitted our application for the mineral concession, and we were granted the exploration license. Actually, we acquired this project, this property, without spending any big money. So it's a pure application from the government to get this property. Last year, we drilled 35 holes, 13,000 meters. At the beginning, we had a very small drilling program, just test to see if there is something there. So we started with a 3,000 meter budget. But once we started drilling, we couldn't stop because every hole had very long intercept and mineralization. So we keep escalating the budget until the end of this year before Christmas. Before Christmas, we completed 13,000 meters in 35 holes. This drilling identified a surface near surface silver mineralization zone about 1,000 meters long, 700 meters wide, 50 to 150 meters thick of a silver dominated mineralization plus some lead zinc. And we drilled some deep hole in the valley. We got a very long intercept for gold mineralization. That's really surprising. So this picture shows the topo of the project. Basically, it has got two domes, west dome and the east dome. Each dome is about 150 meters above surrounding alluvial plain. Right between is a 700 meter long, 200 meter wide valley. This is a simplified geological map. So you can see on the west dome on the surface has got some hydrothermal breccia. On the east is basically the volcanoclastic sediments. Right between the yellow color area is fluvial sediments, about 10 to 50 meters thick. In 1995, that's from historical drilling by Battle Mountain. They hit some good silver mineralization, about 100 meters long, average 100 grams silver. That may not fit into their expectation, so they walked away. And eventually, we got this project in early 2020. So this cross section right along the Central Valley, you can see near surface, right below the fluvial sediments, they're about 100 meters thick, roughly. Silver dominated mineralization, but right below you got almost 500 meters to 600 meters thick, averagely about 1 gram gold plus some silver and copper, lead, zinc, but dominantly is gold. It's a conceptual model of mineralization. Near surface is silver dominated mineralization. Right below is gold dominated mineralization. It's sort of similar to the geological mineralization control of Philo, the soil to the south, about 300 kilometers to the south, in the same metallurgical belt. It's a typical what core looks like a gold mineralization. So the rock type is volcanoclastic sediments, but strongly altered with dissemination and veining of pyrite, chalcopyrite. So in October of November last year, when we drilled this holes, I have a very strong feeling there may be some gold there. So until January, February this year, we received assay results, confirm our expectation. It's really surprising. For Karangas, we actually moved very quickly. We already took 5 metallurgical samples for initial metallurgical tests, 3 from the silver zone and 2 from gold zone. Initial results indicated recovery extremely high. And I think by end of October or sometime in November, we are going to be able to release the initial metallurgical test results. The last project we call the Silver Strike, metallurgically is on the same belt of Karangas, about 100 kilometers to the north. We acquired this project at the end of 2019. It's about 45 square kilometers. Rio Tinto did a little bit of drilling in 1995. I hit some very good mineralization for silver and also gold. But what they were looking for actually is a big, large-scale copper gold porphyry system. This may not fit into their scenario. That's why they walked away. Geologically, Silver Strike is a combination of silver sand, which is silver hosted in sandstones, and also Karangas, which is a gold-silver system hosted in volcanoclastic sediments. So we got both at the Silver Strike, and so we divided this area into 2 targets. One Silver Strike North, which is a silver in sandstone, and also Silver Strike Central, which is gold, silver in volcanoclastics. This picture I took in March 2019 in the Silver Strike North. So everywhere is covered by this kind of dumps left by the Spanish mining people in 16th century. So we sampled all the surface dumps, give us average grade about 170 grams. So this gave me lots of confidence to move ahead to acquire this project. And Silver Strike Central is a volcanic dome about 900 meters in diameter and 400 meters above the surrounding sandstone plain. So we did our own sampling and also surface mapping program. We identified 2 targets. One is a silver zone in the north on the top of the dome, and a gold zone in the south on the slope, which is associated with some rhyolite dikes. It's a cross-section in the silver zone. Rio Tinto's hole gave us 220 meters, about averagely 45 grams silver, including 116 meters, 66 grams silver, plus some about 1 to 1.5% lead zinc. We drilled 2 holes here, number 4 and 5, and results right now are still pending. I think in next month should be able to receive the results. Now, first 2 holes, number 1, number 2, were drilled in the gold zone. The first hole, we already released the results on Monday last week. So it's going to give us 195 meter long, close to 1 gram per ton, plus a few grams silver, which including 111 meter long, 1.5 gram gold. The rock here is completely oxidized from the start of the hole until the end of the hole, even the entire oxidized. So obviously it has got a bulk tonnage potential amenable for open pit mining. So we are very excited. In terms of share structure of the company, we got our biggest shareholder, which is a Silver Corp, right now has 28% share, and plus Palm Silver got a little bit less than 10%. Management is featured with Dr. Ray Feng, who is a legendary story of this industry. And I'm the VP operation for this company. I got my master's degree from Queen's University 20 years ago. So after that, I started working for Australian and Canadian precious mining companies until I joined the Ray. Our board, right now the chairman is Terry Simon, and our Peter Magao is our technical advisor to the board. So thank you very much. And finally, I want to give my thanks to Chris and for the courage paper today. Give us lots of appreciation and also excitement. Thank you very much. Everyone, if you have any questions, I would be more than happy to answer.
Thank you very much, Alex. I think we're a lot of time here. If anybody has any questions, feel free to catch up with us in the conference.